once, it's not so hot in Syracuse, New York anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Is that a coincidence that the New York Knicks had to win the 2026 NBA Finals had to happen? Maybe. In all honesty, I'm just glad. It's not that hot right now, to say the least. It's going on to 63 tomorrow as well. It's something interesting. Get the fans a rest for once on tomorrow's podcast, obviously, if I do one. Knock on wood. Anyways, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas E. Allen 1018 on YouTube and all audio platforms. Lucas E. Allen Show, which is your LimitsCenter podcast for your Sunday, June 14th of 2026. As always, follow me on social media, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram as Lucas E. Allen 1018. Watching today's podcast on the YouTube channel, hit the like button. Today's episode of Lucas E. Allen 1018 with the LimitsCenter. Hit the subscribe button if you've done so already. And turn on the bell for all post notifications, missing uploads to our YouTube channel. And always feel free to leave a comment as well. I get my LimitsCenter podcast for your Sunday, June 14th of 2026. You always watch on Spotify, do the same thing, leave me a comment. And also a 5-star rating, be very nice as well, to say the least. So to start your Sunday news, man. As you always start, man. Court approves. Moving to Janel Grant lawsuit into private arbitration, This means Vince McMahon, in all context, I believe, is basically trying to buy himself out of this shit, obviously. Go figure. We discussing that. Also, an alleged victim and Ludwig Kaiser in case obtains an attorney. We discussing that. Also, Kaylee Ray, a former Alba Fire in WWE, provides more details on her WWE departure and wish the company gave her a chance on the main roster. Which obviously they did 9 times 1,000, obviously. She's 100% correct there. We're discussing that. Also, Jacy Jayne to finish off my 4 pieces of notes, obviously. Jacy Jayne could begin a WWE Women's Championship match at SummerSlam 2026. As always, thank you all for watching. As always, let's go on today's LimitsCenter podcast for your Sunday, June 14th of 2026. Let's go on today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And starting with, you guessed it, court approves moving to Janel Grant and Vince McMahon lawsuit into private arbitration. A big development of the lawsuit filed by Janel Grant against Vince McMahon and WWE. A joint motion was filed by Grant, McMahon, and WWE requesting the court to move the sex trafficking lawsuit to private arbitration. Pending approval from the court, the lawsuit against McMahon and WWE would move out of the public. Let's go figure. Vince McMahon paying off money, obviously. Please take notice, in all capitalized letters, those 3 words, that the parties respectively submit this joint motion for a short adjournment, so you can say it, upcoming hearing on the defendant's motion to compel arbitration. Plaintiffs renewed motion for leave to serve motion related discovery, which is currently scheduled for June 16, 2026, this Tuesday, obviously. The parties are in active discussions regarding the potential agreement to arbitrate the dispute and confidential arbitration. These motions, they seek this relief in good faith to avoid unnecessarily consuming the courts and private parties' resources, and so they can focus on progressing the potential arbitration agreement. The parties respectfully propose that the court temporarily adjourn the hearing and allow them to file a joint status report within 21 days. Judge Sarah F. Russell has granted a joint motion. The judge is requiring them to file a joint status report by July 10th, which I believe lands on a Friday. If they haven't reached an agreement by that day, they'll have a hearing in August. Which basically means Vince McMahon is buying himself out of this lawsuit, people. That's what he does best. He buys himself out of freaking situations like this. It's just what Vince McMahon does. You should not be shocked at this, people. That's what Vince McMahon freaking does, people. Now, he makes it back to WWE. I absolutely freaking hate that. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. Especially with TKO not owning WWE. But then again, I don't know TKO these days, bro. I really don't know. All you can do is hold our breath as wrestling fans and see Vince McMahon back in professional wrestling. So that'd be freaking ridiculous if you ask me. Nobody on God's green earth wants Vince McMahon back in professional wrestling as head creative. Say we want to save up Holloway. He's doing an absolutely horrible job too, obviously. Yeah, I'll be saying that there. But if you think everything would be better with Vince McMahon back at the run the helm of the creative department, I'll be out of your fucking mind. That is not a good thing to do if you ask me to say. It was from TKO, Ari Emanuel, and WWE. But then again, I only care about freaking money. Then again, I don't even freaking want Vince McMahon or want Vince McMahon back in WWE. That's my thoughts on this for sure, if you ask me to say at least. Moving on to alleged victim and Ludwig Kaiser, also known as El Grande Americano. Case obtains an attorney. An update on an alleged incident involving Ludwig Kaiser. Court records indicate that the notice of appearance was filed on June 11th of 2026. I believe I think it was Thursday, this past Thursday. Entering attorney Darren Chambers was the counsel for alleged victim. Chambers works for No Jame Law in Orlando, Florida, and is a trial attorney focused on civil legislation, I used to say it, and personal injury. He joined the firm in May and described as Darren brings a unique and powerful perspective to the courtroom. With nearly 6 years of experience defending insurance companies combined with extensive jury trial experience as a public defender, his background gives him a deep understanding of both sides of the legal system, insight that helps strengthen accuracy, as you say it, or advocacy. You can't freaking say anything today, man. For our clients, here's Nicole, a proud U.S. Navy veteran and a valedictorian of Barry University School of Law. Darren is recognized for his discipline, preparation, and commitment to taking cases to trial when it matters most. End quote. And I don't know what that freaking means, so I don't even want to care what that means, obviously. Ludwig Kaiser, and think of him as a human being, or El Grande Americano, he's had the freaking run of his lifetime. So I think everything is me just fine. Well, so we hear shit alright. We hear stuff. But it's just very minor stuff, obviously. So it's not like he's going to lose his job anytime soon. I mean, it's just nor should he. It's just a one-time mistake, obviously. He can do this. He probably was drunk at a hotel or something that night or something. But seriously, this is all shit passed by and stuff like that. I mean, that's just fine going forward if you ask me. But that's my thoughts on this for sure if you ask me to say at least. Moving on to Kaylee Ray, the former Alba Fire in WWE. Provides more details on her WWE departure in which the company gave her a chance on the main roster. Jane, you're not the only one there, KLR, I'll tell you right now. Kaylee Ray provides more details about her WWE departure. Speaking on Busted Open, Ray shared more details regarding her exit. Says Nicole, I think in the last one I did, maybe the words were a little bit miscontinued. Can't speak. Misconstrued, excuse me. I have been thinking about it for a while and if I wanted to resign or not. But as I said before, I've been with WWE for a long time. So I at least wanted to give them the courtesy or curiosity of having that conversation. I knew my contract was up within there by 3 weeks before. By that time, I spoke to them maybe 4 weeks. It was at Mania. So I was like, look, I know we're really, really busy right now. I'm not asking to have a conversation right now. But can't we just have possibly soon? Can we have that possibly soon? Then unfortunately I got a phone call about the next week saying that they didn't want to be offering me anything. On that, I was like, cool, this was a decision I was already heading towards anyway. Which is fucked up for that to happen to her. But then again, she was not even utilized any means good at all in the main roster, obviously. If that's the way that we want to go, that's fine. So yeah, it wasn't a surprise to me. Again, it's kind of like a pattern recognition, excuse me. You know that the time of the year after Mania, there's going to be releases, there's going to be firings. My contract was just up. And it felt like at the unlucky time. I don't even want to say unlucky because, as I said, I was already thinking like I want to go back to wrestling. I want to get back and put in all of that out there. So if I wasn't going to get there, then where are we going to do it? Also in the same interview, she did say that she wished that WWE would give her a chance on the main roster, which everyone can freaking say at this rate. She was quote, the way it went to end obviously wasn't great, but in the last few years, I got to have fun with my friends and I got paid for it. So even if I try to look on the bright side of that, I really can't be disappointed with that. I wish I was given a chance to really show what I could do, have done in the main roster, as I do. Obviously, she was just losing every freaking match. It felt like and getting buried basically. But I was with WWE for 7 years, almost 8. If I got a chance to do it again, I know there would definitely be more relationship I would make. I would maybe do things differently, but looking back at it now, I had fun. I think about it now is that the time to kind of reinvent myself and show them what could have done on the main roster. Which definitely is the right mentality to have for me for Kaylee Ray, also known as Alba Fire. Like seriously, what Triple H did to her in the main roster was freaking terrible. She's a talented professional wrestler, people. Like Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire was freaking great. She was a phenomenal pro wrestler. She just never got the freaking chance to show how great she was. That's not Alba Fire or Kaylee Ray's fault. That's freaking Triple H's fault. She paired her with the Secret Herbis and basically was a jobber in every freaking match. Like that was beneath her. She's too freaking good to be treated like that, obviously. So I can't wait to see what she does in the independence in the series. Maybe she makes a run in AEW. I don't know. I don't think that she should right now. Maybe she stick to independence. I think she just said something about that recently. But she wants to stick to the indie circuit right now. It's definitely fair if you ask me to say at least. But good for her doing her thing in indie stuff to say at least. I'm a big fan of Kaylee Ray. She's freaking a talented freaking pro wrestler if you ask me. That's my thoughts on this for sure if you ask me. And finally, you're on for your very short LimitsCenter podcast for your Sunday, June 14th, 2026. On YouTube, look at the on 1018 and all audio platforms, look at the on show. Jacy Jayne, who I love dearly in women's professional wrestling, she's freaking phenomenal. Could begin a WWE Women's Championship match at SummerSlam, which would be freaking huge for her, but I can't see that happening yet. I wish it does, though. Obviously, it's a huge Jacy Jayne fan. I don't bad now she wins the freaking championship. But hey, here is Jacy, whatever. False finish report ahead of SmackDown on Friday night that Jayne has been pitched and turned to face Rhea Ripley for a WWE Women's Championship on either Saturday, August 1st, or Sunday, August 2nd in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at SummerSlam, obviously. Like I said, it'd be freaking huge for her. I'm a huge Jacy Jayne fan. I always been him since Toxic Attraction. She was the star of that freaking group, not Mandy Rose or Gigi Dolan. It was freaking Jacy Jayne. She's a freaking star, obviously, to me. And now she's getting better and better, obviously. So much so she had a great NXT Women's Championship run. NXT twice, obviously. One better NXT Women's Champions of all time, if you ask me. It's definitely the top 5 for sure, honestly. Especially recent memory NXT reigns. But honestly, I don't think she should go out of the championship yet. But I wish she'd go out the Women's United States Championship first, sure. Could maybe Blake Monroe's titles beyond me, I don't know. Maybe doing Tiffany Stratton with that. But then again, if they put a championship on freaking Jade Cargill, and I don't think that'd be necessary at all. Much of a Jade fan, like Jade was just come off a women's championship run, and she was right back to telling the mid card title. Be kind of like a weird transition there, if you ask me. But Jacy, I feel like she could challenge Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. I don't think she'll win. She could definitely win, but I don't think she's gonna win at all. I wish she should, honestly, but I just don't see Paul Beck booking Jacy Jayne right now to beat Rhea Ripley for the women's championship. He's been booked pretty much fine in the main roster. He's starting to get bad recently, especially since Fatal Influence lost to Brie Bell and Paige last a couple of episodes on SmackDown a couple of days ago. I think that's not ideal if you ask me, but still. So far, Fatal Influence for the most part has been booked pretty fine if you ask me. But Jacy Jayne challenging for the women's championship at SummerSlam, sign me the fuck up. That'd be freaking very good for her. But I don't know if Triple H is gonna have that route. I can do it Io Sky, or maybe like someone from like Raw going to SmackDown challenge for Rhea Ripley for women's championship. So me can be Io Sky or somebody else from SmackDown. I don't know who will beat out if you ask me. Who knows, man? That'd be Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair's still freaking pregnant at that rate, obviously, people. Anyway, so I like to see Jacy challenge that championship. It'd be freaking great for her if you ask me. But that's my thoughts, and that's for sure if you ask me to say. So wrap up your LimitsCenter podcast for your Sunday, June 8th, 14th of 2026 on Castellano 1018 on YouTube and all audio platforms of Castellano Show. If you always like the content in this YouTube channel, hit the like button. Today's episode of LimitsCenter on YouTube, Lucas Castellano 1018. Hit the subscribe button if you've done so already. And turn the bell for uploads notifications and misses uploads for our YouTube channel. And always feel free to leave a comment as well. You can my LimitsCenter podcast for your Sunday, June 14th of 2026. And always watch on Spotify, do the same thing, leave me a comment, and also a 5-star rating, be very nice as well as say at least. And that is your LimitsCenter podcast for your Sunday, June 14th of 2026. And always peace out, everybody. I'm out here. Love y'all big time and say at least.